So my take remains that once you have AIs that have access to a lot of data, more or less anything can be priced, and once it can be priced, two people can disagree about the price, and at that point there's a market. As for what becomes worth investing in that kind of world, just imagine that everything in the world you can imagine has a price tag on it. Everything is priced. Price of flights to €100 on Monday, price of all the tea in China, the stuff that is currently too hard to price, too hard to make investable. I feel like what happens is you get an enormous dissolution of all these different legacy markets. This is commodities, this is precious metals, this is currency, and you just wind up with this enormous kind of AI navigable soup of offers. And anything in the world, you throw it up in the air and you ask one robot what it's worth, and you ask anybody else if they want to buy it. And so I wonder whether what we'll see that the definitive change is not so much what is investable and what isn't investable. I think we can safely say that anything with a price tag will be investable and everything will have a price tag. But I think the second thing that comes with that is a kind of velocity of money and automatic trading model. So, if this works, you wind up with the same kind of incredibly intelligent, incredibly sophisticated, incredibly liquid markets that you get in, say, gold or Forex, but you get that for like used tents and, third-hand Gore-Tex and, apartments in Azerbaijan. And just everything winds up with sophisticated market infrastructure. And I've been trying to wrap my brain around what that world looks like and what it will be like to operate in that world, and I still can't get much traction on it. It seems impossibly close, but it also seems impossible to imagine. So that's my kind of paradox of like, I think we could get there within 2 years, functionally speaking. But it's like reality is outpacing imagination right now, and that is a really new situation.